You got this, buddy. Okay, dude, this is a Gorilla Pod from Best Buy, and it sucks butt cheeks. You like that? What's going on, guys? So, my name is Denny. I haven't posted on YouTube in probably 7 years. It's been a long time. And besides maybe posting a demo reel here or there. So yeah, we're gonna jump right into it. I want to do just a simple POV photography, show you some of my images, talk through them, what could have been better, what could have been worse, and how most images kind of suck. Yeah, so let's jump right into it. Me and my pup out for a walk. If you see me doing some weird things this entire time, it's probably because of that. Yeah, so the first photo we have here is this old Buick. I like the shot. It does a good job of just showing that small town America, Rust Belt vibe with the car that's been sitting there for a while in the grass. No, the only thing I wish I would have done is just the mirror here on the right hand side there. You can see it's clipping. And I wish I'd have taken a couple more shots and not had that happen. Otherwise, it's a decent shot. I ain't mad about it. The second shot is the same thing, same car. I kind of like this one better. I wish I would have taken a horizontal. I could even crop this horizontally, and it might look okay, or even like square, 1-to-1. It would look pretty dope. Overall, it's a decent shot. Nothing crazy, but overall, I'd put it on my story or something like that on my Instagram story. The second shot here, we came around this corner and I realized that this house perfectly lines up with the end of this alleyway. So I was hoping kind of the lines would lead you to there. Yeah, overall, it's a pretty good shot. It's solid. But something in the foreground would have taken it up a notch. I don't know exactly what that would be. I would lean towards a person, almost like a kid on a bike would look super dope. I'll have to come back here and just see when the quarantine isn't happening. I'll have to come back and see what's going on. So yeah, I moved back here and got another angle. I like this one more, just with the depth of field. It's an interesting shot, and you can see how shitty the road is. And yeah, the house's windows are boarded up. I mean, it's interesting to look at. It's definitely interesting. There's so much going on in this area. I tried getting a couple horizontal shots as well, but nothing. I just wasn't digging them. There was too much weight from that garage on the right-hand side of the frame, and it was just kind of overpowering the shot. I almost shot every shot today vertically, which is a bad habit I have right now. I used to shoot everything horizontally because I shot video first, and I think it's Instagram that's ruined me, but I've been shooting so much vertically, and I need to get out of that habit and do like a better mix between the two. So the next shot we have here is this greenhouse with this old Chrysler, I think it is. Saab maybe, I have no idea what that is. It's turbocharged. Overall, this is a pretty good image. I just love all of like the detail and the grittiness and just the old house, the color of the old house. Somebody decided to paint it green. I'm not saying it was a bad idea because I like it and it stands out to me, but I don't think I'd paint my house that color. Yeah, so then just the way it goes when you have a dog, we stood in the yard for like 20 minutes before we left, trying to go to the bathroom, but we're not going to do that until we go on our walk. And now I have to clean up warm, steamy dog doo-doo, if you know what I'm saying. Really big missed opportunity though, getting a photo of that kid with his bike. I was so consumed by this red car that I kind of didn't see him, or I didn't hear him, I should say, coming up behind me. And yeah, the car's not going anywhere and the kid is, so it would have been nice to try and get a good shot of him or something like that, but oh well. Yeah, I think this is a pretty nice shot. That little Toyota peeking out. The only thing I wish I would have done is taken like one more step to the left so that I wasn't cutting off that headlight, and I could have got that brown pole could have been in between the wheel there and the headlight, and would have split that better, and the wheel would have fit in between those other two brown poles. Oh yeah, I tried to get some horizontals of this as well. You'll see this repeating over and over again in this video, and I'll let you in on a little secret. I didn't like them. Yeah, so I spotted this truck with this NRA sticker, and I thought the whole thing just kind of fit really well. Small town, pickup truck, NRA, gotta have your guns, mother trucker. Yeah, so I wanted to get a nice shot of that, and then I started taking a picture of it, and it's kind of an uninteresting shot. It was more about what the sticker said and just how old it was, and it was peeling and things like that. But as I started snapping a couple photos, I realized that there is a bucket in the back and a case of water, which I thought was pretty cool. I'm assuming this guy's a construction worker, whoever owns this truck. But yeah, I just thought that was kind of random. And also, dude, that water has to be warm. Get a cooler, you know what I'm saying? So I spotted this bike a few weeks ago, and I'd been wanting to come through and take a photo of it at some point. And yeah, I should have squatted down and kind of moved over to like a step to my left, and I could have framed it up in between those trash cans more. So yeah, and then I tried to, I moved down a little farther, and I tried to get some images of it chained to the porch, and they were not very good. I'm not even gonna show them. And out of this couple shots of the bike, this is probably my favorite one. Yeah, you can see that box of parts there, which is kind of interesting in the 535. Yeah, it's solid. It doesn't look like that bike has run for a long time. Side note. Yeah, so I spotted this tree house with this giant rope swing on it, which I thought was pretty cool. Kind of the dream for a kid, so I wanted to get a couple shots of that. I kind of prefer the wider shot here. I just wish that I would have clipped that tree out a bit more, the green tree in the top left-hand corner, because it's kind of neat to see a tree overhanging a road in a town with a tree house in it. But that would be a pretty awesome tree house to have if you were a kid, or if you were 25 years old like me, because I'd probably still go up there. Yeah, and this garage is just great. You can see the tree house kind of in the left-hand side of the video here. But this little garage is pretty cool. It doesn't look like anybody's been playing basketball in that hoop for a long time, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, it's just falling apart. The roof's collapsed. I like this shot. This is really cool. I think I like the shot with the cobblestone in the foreground more as well. It's a good shot. I'd probably post that one. Yeah, so I stumbled across this church, and honestly, today is not the day to photograph this church, because this would be a great shot, and I'm gonna have to come back for this and just get a shot of it with a couple second exposure, maybe a cloudy day, and just get the wispiness of the clouds. It would be nice to take a step back and kind of shoot up. Maybe I'll take my wide angle lens down there. Overall, it's a really cool looking building. I'd like to go down there soon when we have a nice blue sky, and hopefully get a couple more shots. But these are decent. But I'm definitely gonna go back, so we'll see what I come up with at some point. Yeah, so I spotted this blue car with Bondo, and I was trying so hard to frame it up in between this little deck here, the bit of landscaping, whatever you want to call that, retaining wall, and everything around there's red, and you just have this blue car with Bondo all over it and stuff like that. So yeah, I got a pretty solid shot of this car. Nothing says small town America like some Bondo and different colored fenders, if you know what I'm saying, boy. Yeah, but I think every car I've taken a picture of has been at least like 30 years old. So this is this is a pretty funny shot here. So I had seen this dumpster in this little alley, and I thought it was really interesting. There's a bunch of crap laying in it, and the little caution stickers on there say "Do not play in or around container must be." That probably says that on a lot of dumpsters, but I don't know. I just thought it was cool that it was barely stuffed in there. It's a cool shot. It's a cool detail shot. It's not gonna win any awards or anything like that, but funny enough, I'm taking photos of that dumpster up close, and the dog walks and kind of pulls me, and when she pulls me, I accidentally reframe and catch that Keystone Light poster in there. $9.99 for 15-pack cans. Now that's a deal, but I prefer Natty Light lemonade. Guy admiring my dog. What's up, bruh? I love you. Yeah, so I spotted this newspaper stand here, and smashed out window. It's exactly what it seems like. I'm just taking pictures of a newspaper stand and a smashed out window. It's cool, man. It's a bit of a time capsule, if you know what I'm saying. Maybe newspapers won't even exist in a couple years. Here's your first horizontal shot, and it's beautiful. Let's be honest. Yeah, and I also, you gotta love how it says $1 daily. I think that would have said $1 daily, but it says your deal, like your whatever, $1, which that's a freaking steal of a deal. It goes from $1 to $1. I really got to appreciate that. Yeah, so boom, window. So the window's smashed out here. I took a picture of that too. Again, it's just interesting because it's a smashed window. It'd be kind of cool in a series. Trust me. So I've tried several times to take a picture of this Hotel Praha. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. So I took one across the street on the other side here, like to the left, but then I crossed the street and got one on this side. This would be a shot when I go to take a picture of that church on a more blue skied and cloudy day. This would be another building that I'll come get some photos of. I'd imagine there's a lot of history with this building, and at some point it was a real hotel, which is pretty awesome. And you can see up there, like, the founding date was 1905, which is pretty dope. So yeah, I'll have to come back for this one. And I love the yellow brick as well. And there is a restaurant in the bottom of that that's not open right now because coronavirus. So I'd spotted this little courtyard here where they have a couple different shops. I tried to get in a couple shots of it and went across the street. It's just not a good shot. It's not interesting. Something that would be really cool though is to have somebody crossing in the foreground, like on the sidewalk there. Or I'm gonna come back at night because I think at night it would be really sick because the symmetry is great, and at night it'd look really nice. Yeah, so I got this one-way street. I thought that was kind of cool. One-way street, nobody driving on it. Yeah. Again, nothing insane. It's a picture of a one-way sign, but it's interesting. I don't know. There's just so much going on. I feel like you can't take a really bad photo in an area like this. You can see the concrete is broken. The telephone pole looks like somebody hit it at one point. It's just interesting to me. So maybe I'm just geeking out about the history of things and not about the images. Again, on my list of things I have to come back for is this menswear shop. I think, like, this is a pretty cool photo. I like it, but I gotta come back for this building. I just love the old, like, hand painted, or I think it's hand painted. I can't really tell, but just the tuxedos, menswear. Who even sells menswear now? So it's pretty cool. Yeah, so another person admiring my dog. She's nice, dude. She doesn't bite, I promise. And I snuck a couple little sneaky photos of him. So thank you, bro. You're really cool. I hope you enjoyed your day. This was the only decent one I got. Silent shutter, boy. I tried to get a photo of that no parking sign, and it sucked. So yeah, and then I saw this car on a jack, which I thought was pretty cool. On a jack stand, I should say. I want to be proper, and my dad would be really mad at me if I didn't call it the right thing. So it was on a jack stand, and somebody just left it there, and I don't know, that's kind of interesting also. I've been saying interesting a lot too. Whoa, look at it, on a jack stand. Usually it goes on its tires. And then, you know, I had to pose the dog in front of the do not block sign while we block it. Yeah. And I got a nice picture of my dog. That's right, dog. Looking kind of nice in front of that sign, boy. I like that. I'm going to print that out and put it in my wallet. And we're coming up on our final shot, and I was just walking down the street. I was on my way back, and I spotted this little birdie on a wire, and I came out with this dope-ass shot, if you ask me. It's pretty sweet. There's a lot of cold lines coming from all the power lines, and then just the bird in there. So it's a pretty neat shot, and I messed around with the color a little bit, and I did this one with a pretty blue look to it. Because the sky was so boring, I just cooled it up a bit. It's pretty cool. And then I think I prefer the just more normal colors here. It almost looks like black and white. But yeah, it's a solid image, and those lines are very satisfying. So yeah, so that's all I got for you today. Follow me on Instagram, Denny Pry. I'll put a little link below, and hopefully I will be posting videos more often because this is so much fun. Peace.